Top of the morning, YouTube. Oh dear goodness. Has this figure made for some entertaining reading? Wow. So, here I am with X-Transbot's Apollyon. Okay, sorry about that. That was my phone. Had somebody call me. Trying to handle a couple other things. So I'm not doing a full video transformation review on this guy. For one, I don't have time. And two, there are some other videos already showing the transformation sequence. What I am doing, however, is a comparison. Just wanting to clear some things up. First of all, this is not a so-called sponsored type of review. I actually couldn't care less whether you buy this or not. I have no stake if this thing sells or not. But just having this preview sample, it's going to sell out. The 2% of people who are complaining, don't buy it. Keep your MP05. The Generations Megatron be good for you. Maybe there'll be another Megatron come out from Takara Tomy, and when it does, hey, I'm sure we'll all get it. But at this point, this was sent to me. I'm going to say, hey, see what's wrong with it. Give us some feedback if there's anything we can address. I'm not under the illusion that all figures are perfect. I don't know about you guys, but anybody seeker does that? I don't care how well I tab this guy in. All my seekers are like that. So, this being an early production sample, I'm going to show you guys basically what everyone else is going to be doing with it, posing it and messing around with it. But first, this is my MP Prime. This one I've never transformed, but, just the shoulder, like flops around. He's not the most sturdy of figures. And when I stand him up right, like straight up, he's perfect. But the ankles, if he just leans forward just a little bit, they're just really loose. And that was after even getting in there and fixing them. So that's kind of where I personally look at figures and see, okay, what do they do? Do they do exactly what I want them to do? Yeah. Awesome. So first things first, the biggest thing that was being addressed was the shoulders. As you can see, outward motion, they just fall a little bit, especially with this one, with all of this weight that's so far out on that ball joint. It's just falling in. However, it's really sturdy front to back, just the way it was designed. So yeah, this has been addressed, and they are fixing that. They're sending replacement parts for folks. I'm taking the cannon out of the way while I move it, but as you can see, this one does have a little bit of play in it. But again, production sample. A lot of people have been seeing the pictures where it looks like this and it's broken. The screw was a little too tight or too long or something here in the elbow, so I had to go in and you loosen it, and that's how it's supposed to look. Like that. So that's being addressed. And yet, also there was an initial issue where this was not sliding out all the way. Just due to a little bit of a spacing issue in there. So I just unscrewed these and checked it out, and then I put it back in, but not quite as tight, so it could slide down all the way. And then the bicep swivel works. One issue also that was addressed is that to get this to turn all the way like so, on mine at least, on the way it was designed, this peg kind of impedes it when it goes this way, and it swivels this way. Stops there. So that's being removed. All of this is being fixed. Other than that, everything is really tight. Ankles are really, you know, they got the they're screwed in. You know, the ankle holds very well. These are some really tight spring joints there. I mean, by comparison with my Prime. For all of you who shake your stuff around when you're playing with it, apparently, just don't shake it when you play with it. Posing. There are people like those kind of poses, right? Now as far as the back goes, there's some other pins and some stuff that on our samples they had some issues, but they're being fixed on production run. Alright, so I wanted to just finish up the video showing you guys what some of these fixes will do for the figure, because in the factory level, just the littlest the amount of being off a partial of a millimeter can really affect things. So what I did, I've actually done this with multiple prototypes of figures. I've taken some Tamiya Clear, where you guys have used Future or another type of nail polish or something, and I've just put a little bit inside the joints, so when they're tight, and you can see what will happen when that issue is addressed. So he will be able to hold out his shoulders, move around. Wanted to show with the elbow, even though I have it fixed, you know, it pulls out that much, but then it also has another hinge here, so you can get a little bit more of a bend, and this might be able to go a little further. I'm not sure, just due to all of these mechanisms. We had a nice tight elbow there. This is the joint here on the head. Tolerances are really good, sturdy. You can look up. Just a twist. Just a twist. Here I had no problems with the hips once they were tabbed in securely. As you can see, that when you have them insecure, they tab in fine and they hold their place well. You just have to be sure to press them in. Tolerances are good. It's got a really nice ratcheting hip. No ratchet there, but friction joint, which holds well. Screwed in, so not pinned. This was a nice addition, so you can actually sit down. Ratchet joint here at the knee. It's a double ratchet joint. When you have it pulled out all the way, you can bring that back to there, or go ahead and bring that to there. So practically a 90-degree bend. Really tight ankles. When these are all tabbed in together, secure. So yeah, this will be a winner for a lot of people. I'm pretty sure that if you've already made your mind up not to get it, you're not going to get it. If you've been on the fence, maybe this helped. And if you're somebody who's getting it no matter what, then you just watch the review because you want to see more of this figure. Alright, have fun, and later.